Welcome back to Radio 1 International.
Today, we are diving into a story that's both surprising and deeply human: the rise, the struggles, and the never-give-up attitude of one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Flexed biceps.
But this time, the headlines aren't about record-breaking success. Instead, they're about a rare setback. His latest movie, The Smashing Machine, opened to just $6 million, marking the lowest opening of his entire film career. It's unexpected, it's emotional, and it's a reminder that even legends stumble. But if anyone knows how to get back up, it's Dwayne Johnson.
Let's rewind a little, back to where it all began.
Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born on 2 May 1972 in Hayward, California, into a wrestling family. His father, Rocky Johnson, and grandfather, Peter Maivia, were both professional wrestlers.
Growing up wasn't easy.
The family often struggled financially, moving from place to place, sometimes even being evicted. But even as a teenager, Dwayne carried two things: a dream and a fire inside him. He was a talented football player, earning a scholarship to the University of Miami.
For a while, it looked like football was going to be his big break. But fate had other plans.
After an injury, his dreams of an NFL career faded. That was one of his first major life setbacks, but not his last. After football didn't work out, he turned to what he knew best: wrestling.
He entered the world of WWE as Rocky Maivia in 1996, but fans didn't immediately love him.
He was booed, criticized, and even told to quit.
But Dwayne transformed those negative chants into motivation.
He reinvented himself as The Rock, a charismatic, confident, electrifying performer who could make millions cheer with just one eyebrow raise.
Soon, The Rock became a global icon.
His catchphrases, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?"
became pop culture history. He won multiple championships and became one of the greatest entertainers in wrestling history. But The Rock wasn't done yet.
He wanted to conquer Hollywood.
When Dwayne moved from the ring to the big screen, many people doubted him again. Wrestlers had tried acting before, and most had failed. But Dwayne had a secret weapon: discipline. His first big Hollywood role was The Scorpion King in 2002. The movie wasn't perfect, but it made headlines, because The Rock became the highest-paid first-time lead actor in history. And from there was no looking back. Over the years, Dwayne starred in Fast and Furious, Jumanji, Mona, San Andreas, Black Adam, and many more. Each role added a new layer to his stardom.
He wasn't just an action star, he was a brand, a family man, a motivator, and a global inspiration.
But even heroes have low moments.
In 2025, Dwayne's latest film, The Smashing Machine, a biographical sports drama, opened in theaters with just $6 million, the lowest of his entire career. The film, directed by Benny Safdie, is based on the life of MMA fighter Mark Kerr. Dwayne gave one of his most emotional performances yet: raw, intense, and unlike anything fans had seen before. Critics praised his acting, calling it one of his best performances ever.
But audiences didn't rush to theaters. Some blamed poor marketing.
Others said fans weren't used to seeing him in such a serious, dark role. Whatever the reason, the film didn't smash box office records, and that's rare for Dwayne Johnson.
But here's where The Rock stands tall. Instead of hiding, Dwayne addressed the box office numbers openly. He shared that not every film needs to be a blockbuster, some need to tell real stories. For him, The Smashing Machine was a passion project, something he did from the heart, not for the headlines. He reminded fans that success isn't always measured in dollars, but in growth, courage, and authenticity. In his own words, "You win or you learn. You never lose." And that's the mindset that's carried him from sleeping on a mattress in a small apartment to becoming one of the most recognizable names on the planet. It's also important to remember that Dwayne's journey isn't just about fame, it's about resilience. He's spoken openly about his battles with depression, his failures, and the many times life knocked him down. But every time, he found a reason to rise.
He often says that when he had just $7 in his pocket, he promised himself he'd never be broke in spirit again. That's where his company name, $7 Productions, comes from.
A reminder of where it all started.
From that moment to now, even with a box office dip, Dwayne's spirit hasn't changed. He's still the same man who wakes up at 4 a.m. to train, inspires millions with his fitness videos, and motivates fans to never give up. In his personal life, Dwayne is also known for his deep love for family. His wife Lauren Hashian and their daughters often appear in his social media posts, moments of warmth, laughter, and gratitude. He often says being a father is his most important role, even more than being The Rock. And perhaps that's what keeps him grounded despite the highs and lows of fame. Whether he's on set, in the gym, or at home, Dwayne lives by one principle: be kind, be humble, and put in the work. So yes, the Smashing Machine might have earned just $6 million, but The Rock's real story isn't written at the box office. It's written in his journey. A journey of failure, perseverance, and triumph. And that's exactly what Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson's story has always been about: rising stronger. When the Smashing Machine opened to a disappointing $6 million, fans were shocked. After all, this was Dwayne Johnson, the man whose name alone once guaranteed $100 million openings.
From Jumanji to Fast and Furious, he was the franchise king.
But with this film, the numbers told a different story, a quieter, humbler chapter in his career. Yet, if you followed The Rock long enough, you know, this isn't the first time life hit him hard. Before Hollywood lights and red carpets, Dwayne Douglas Johnson was a young man struggling to find direction. Born in Hayward, California, into a wrestling family, his father Rocky Johnson was one of the first black champions in WWE, and his grandfather Peter Maivia was a Samoan legend.
But success didn't come easy for Dwayne. When he was just 14, his family was evicted from their home. The pain of that moment never left him.
He often says, "I had $7 in my pocket and a dream." That became more than just a quote. It became the philosophy behind his production company, $7 Productions, a reminder that even from nothing, greatness can rise. Microphone pain either breaks you, or it builds you. For The Rock, it built an empire. After college football dreams were shattered due to injury, Dwayne hit rock bottom, literally. He suffered depression, rejection, and confusion. But instead of letting that destroy him, he turned to the one thing that always brought him peace: wrestling. When he debuted in WWE as Rocky Maivia, fans didn't take to him instantly. He was booed, ridiculed,